guys. Can you please confirm me now? Yeah, guys. Can you please confirm me now? Now it is clear. It is clear, right? Done. Okay, perfect. So last class, in the Saturday, how many of you have taken the exam? Saturday, how many have taken the exam? Can you please raise the hand? Offline students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Online students, from your end, how many of you have taken the test? Can you please raise your hand? There is an option, raise hand. Click on that. Okay. Done. Okay, guys. So the next test will be, okay, the next test instead of having on next Saturday, okay, we'll have on the July 1st. Okay. Instead of 24th, we'll have on the July 1st. This time the test will be direct. Okay. I'm going to ask directly the questions face to face. Direct interview will be there for both online and offline students. Same time, as per your class schedule, everything will be as per your class schedule only, evening 6 o'clock. Okay. Next start, that is on July 1st. It is going to be a working day. And on that day, I'm going to take the direct face to face. Is that clear, guys? Done. So let's start the session. And in today's class, we are going to discuss the topic called as NLP, Natural Language Processing. How we are going to process the text data. Okay. The next topic would be on the natural language processing. Yes. Now, it is the process of exploring and analyzing the large collection of text data. Okay, you are exploring a large amount of text data, unstructured text data, exploring a large amount of and analyzing the large amount of unstructured. Till now, we have worked on the structured data. Now, this is the one which we are going to work on the unstructured data, which is completely on the text. So, and we are processing the text data. So that is, it is called as text mining. Text mining means you are working on the text data. Whatever the things you are going to work, it is called as text mining. In the text mining, NLP is the part where NLP is natural language. Natural language means whatever you are speaking or whatever you are saying, the sentence, though it is not in the form of proper grammar also, still it is able to understand. That is called as natural language processing. For example, so here, text mining. First, let us understand text mining. Text mining means where it is going to explore and analyze the unstructured textual data. For example, in YouTube, whatever the comments are there, that is unstructured textual data, right? Now, this type of data, it is going to process. And here, the need of text mining. So nowadays, we are able to generate with a huge amount of text data, and we want to see with respect to the some kind of sentiment analysis. For example, Narendra Modi, PM. So he has came with some new policy. Okay, he has started a new policy and he has implemented that policy in the public. Now he wants to see the response, how the response of the public is there, how the central government schemes are being utilized, and whatever the policies he has given outside, how others are using, and what is their public opinion, whether about the Narendra Modi, whether the public opinion is a positive or negative. In the YouTube and in the Twitter and in the Instagram, wherever it is there, all social media platforms, everyone will write as per their own way. So some might be interested in Narendra Modi, some may not be interested. That is their personal. But Finally, Narendra Modi, finally, what he is going to do is he is going to see the public interest. How many people are with respect with him and how many people are against with him, right? 100% of the people will not be with the support of Narendra Modi. 100% there will be some against people. Surely there will be multiple number of people against. Now, just he is going to understand. For example, 80% of the public, 80% of the public is against, opposite to him, and 20% of the public are with him, means with him. For example, then it is the case. He is going to understand what is the drawback, where was the drawback was done, why the public is feeling in this way. There should be some reasons, right? So the public is also going to write that reasons, and they are going to create the memes or with respect to some kind of trolls, all these things against to Narendra Modi. So for example, he has done with respect to recently some policy which is opposite. For example, let us take recently what are the policy he has made is agriculture related policy in the Punjab, okay, related states. Now the most of the people are against with that, and automatically what he has done, he has repeated that one, means he has taken back that policy, he has cancelled that one. So like this, few of them are with respect to accepted, few of them may not be accepted, but finally he is going to analyze the data, and based on that data he is going to come again once again into the public in the 2024 elections with a manifesto or shaking with respect to. Now he is going to observe which point made most of the people interested towards the BJP or Narendra Modi. He will identify the positives. What are the major points which made him against? Some people are against to him now. What are the major points? He'll understand this one. Identifying the positives and negatives is called as sentimental analysis. And this sentiment analysis is applicable in every industry. Wherever we want, whether the person is positive or negative. For example, here the trainers are there. Trainers feedbacks will be there. And what are the trainers feedback rating? You are going to give the rating is one type of data. If you give some kind of comments, it is one type of data. So the comments also has to be analyzed. So in that case, we are going to use the sentimental analysis, right? Now here, the next one we are having is called as areas of text mining, where we are going to extract the information from the data, that is information extraction and documentation, classification and clustering. So you are going to cluster the data, you are going to classify the data. Classify the data means in terms of sentiment analysis, whether it is a positive or negative, where you are going to have the output variable. Once again, you will have the output variable. And if the output variable is discrete variable, then we are going to apply the classification algorithms over that. Same logic will be applied. Only difference is earlier it is a text, earlier it is a structured data. Now it is a text data. Output variable is not going to change. Output variable will be either yes or no or positive or negative something. So in the output variable, you are going to have the classes only. Now clustering, what is meant by clustering? Clustering means grouping of similar objects in one location. Now, if you would take the example of this one, college library is there. In a library, we are having with respect to books, multiple textbooks are there. The multiple textbooks, for example, CSE branch was separated in the library. Mechanical textbooks will be in one location. EC will be one location. IT will be in one location, or civil will be in one location. And that too within the civil, again, max books will be in one location. With respect to all the subject related to, for example, Java is there. Java related books will be in one location. C language related, different authors, different books that will be in one location. MATLAB that will be in one location. Like that, subject wise, they have segregated. Now assume that in the entire library, no clustering was done. In the entire library, no clustering was done. No grouping of similar objects was done. Assume that entire whatever the textbooks are, 1 lakh textbooks are there in the library, and all the 1 lakh textbooks they have kept in a disorder way without doing the clustering. Now, if you want to identify a particular author along with the title, then what you have to do? You have to check one after one while loop. Just you have to apply the while loop. First, you will check first one. Condition not satisfied means you'll go with the second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. Whenever your condition gets satisfied, you are going to break that one. Means whenever your textbook is required, your required textbook has found, you are going to stop the searching. Otherwise, you'll search one after one. Now, instead of searching of one after one like that 1 lakh textbooks, how much time it will take for us? For example, if it is assume it is in the 20,000 textbook, it is not in the starting version. Assume it is 20,000. Okay, 20,000 textbooks. After we have found that textbook, how much time it will take? At least 1 hour to 1.5 hours it will take for us to search. Now, if you go to the library, how many minutes we are getting the textbook? In just 1 minute, we are selecting the textbook. In 1 minute, we are making with respect to the taking from the librarian the permission and dates and everything, stamp or something, and we are bringing out the textbook. Once the exam is completed, again, we are submitting the textbooks. Now, again, what the librarian people are going to do, whatever the textbooks, again, the students are submitting, again, they are going to segregate that one and they are going to keep accordingly. Pure clustering algorithm is getting applied there. In the entire library, clustering, grouping of similar objects, right? Now, the same thing. Now, if I give you the documents, some PDFs I have given, some textbooks, I have shared you some kind of 40 to 50 textbook PDFs are there with me. If I have shared with you, what you are going to do? You are going to identify the statistics related textbooks separately, Python textbooks separately. You are going to identify ML separately, SQL separately, deep learning or artificial intelligence related separately. And whichever you are preparing, if you are preparing Python means you are going to open the Python textbooks. If you are preparing SQL means you will open the SQL textbooks. For example, you have not separated, then it will take so much of time to identify which one you have to prepare, right? So clustering means separation, identifying the similar topics. For example, in the newspaper, okay, the best example for one more clustering is newspaper. Document clustering example is newspaper. In the newspaper, if you identify all the business related articles will be in the business column and sports related articles will be in the sports column. And if you go with the movies related articles will be in the movies column, separate. If you want to identify related to business directly, you know, in the given newspaper, in which page it is available, and directly you'll open that page number and you'll read whatever you require in that particular newspaper. I assume the newspaper was not done with the clustering technique. Jumbling order has done. Today, business will be in the second page. Day after tomorrow, the business will be in the 9th page. Day after tomorrow, the business will be in terms of 3rd page. Sports will be in the first page. Sometimes sports will be in the last page. Sports will be in the center. Where it is going to be, none of them knows. Then what we have to do? We have to turn the every paper, every letter we have to see. Every column we have to observe as per our requirements. Then what happens? So much time it will take. And many of the people will not be interested. Nowadays, why people are interested towards the newspaper reading means some people are interested towards the sports column. They'll open exactly the sports column and whatever the things, and they'll identify what are the things that they have written in the sports column as per their interest. Some of the people will open the business column. Some of the people will open with respect to politics. Some of the people will open with respect to movies, right? For example, youngsters are there, 8 to 9 years or 10 years or 12 years youngsters are there. They'll open directly the only movies column. And they'll say which theater, which movies there. And according to that, of course, now Book My Show is there. Earlier days, I'm saying. Now everything is online, that everyone knows earlier, right? Now, in that case, this document clustering will be useful. And now coming to the last one called as natural language processing. Natural language processing means where you are speaking or writing or something which is not in the grammar also, still the data will be processed. What are the data? For example, now what is the temperature outside? What is the present temperature outside? What is the present temperature outside? After the class, just you open the Google. Google means in terms of Google Assistant. Okay, no need of Google website also, Google Assistant. Just okay, Google. Now, what is the present temperature outside? Just ask like this. It will say that the present temperature outside in Amirpet is 28 degrees centigrade. Something. It will say like this. Now, remove. This is a proper English sentence. What is the present temperature outside? Now, let us remove in this what I have removed. What present temperature outside? Still the Google Assistant will give the same answer. Now you ask present temperature outside. Still the temperature, it will give the answer. Now you ask only temperature outside. Still it will give the answer. Now you remove the question mark. Still it will give the same answer. Now how it is able to understand that one? Now if you don't write outside means, it will give the definition of the temperature. If you ask only temperature means, it will not tell the present temperature. It will tell the definition of the temperature. So now till now, if you ask now in this entire scenario, if you're not able to give the exact proper sentence also, still it is able to understand the meaning inside that. That is natural language processing. If you ask your Google Assistant, okay, Google, tell me on what algorithm you are going to work, miss, it will say that I'll work on the natural language processing. Now you ask what is meant by natural language processing. Whatever you are asking me now, I'm able to understand, that is called as natural language processing. Okay, if you scold the Google also, it will still understand. If you praise the Google also, it will understand. Okay, Google, you are extraordinary, marvelous, this means thanks for your appreciation. I will take this one as a valuable feedback, and in the future I will improve myself, something it will tell. Still it is able to understand. Whatever you speak, it is understanding. That is whether it is a Google Assistant, whether it is a Siri, or whether it is Alexa, all these machines are having with respect to natural language processing. They're able to understand whatever you are saying. Though you are saying Telugu, though you are saying English, though you are saying any other languages also, it is able to understand. That too, if it is not in a proper grammar also, if it is not in the proper grammar also. If you cannot frame the proper grammar also, still it can able to understand and it will process. Now, how it was designed in that way, that we are going to see in the today's class, how the Google Assistant was designed. Okay, and next, natural language processing is field of understanding or interpreting the manipulating with respect to human languages. What are the human languages naturally spoken? Okay. For example, assume that Google Assistant or Siri, either of, they have not designed on the natural language processing. Assume. Okay. Then what happens means, only the persons who knows perfect English only, they can only use that one. If slight difference is there, or if the, for example, grammar is, there is a small mistake in the grammar also, the Google Assistant will not work. Only to the people who knows perfect grammar only it will work. If it has design in that way. Now, it was not designed in that way. It was designed in such a way that natural language should be processed. Whatever they are speaking, it has to be processed. Okay. Now, whatever it is understanding, according to that, it is going to process. Now, NLP, there is a number of applications of NLP. That is text sentiment analysis, chatbot, speech recognition, machine translation. Nowadays, you are saying with respect to speech recognition, means Google Assistant. Speech recognition example is Google Assistant. Okay. Now, what happens in the Google Assistant, first, whatever you are speaking, whatever you are speaking now, it is going to type that one. It is going to type that one. In front of you only, it is typing that one. Once the typing is completed, the data, whatever the data is there, the data will be stored in the string. Your entire question will be stored in the one string. And this string will be processed. How it is going to process means, this string will be converted into the machine learning, means structured data. It is going to be converted to a structured data. And once it is converted to a structured data, then it will be given to the machine to process. The machine will process, and after that machine, it will give the output. Again, the output is again reverse back. It is converted again to the string, and that string is given output as to us. In the backend, what happens means, whatever the text data is there, in the text data is converted to structured. It is processed. Again, it is done in the reverse. That is with respect to, again, it is converted back to the text, and it has given the output in terms of, right? Now, it's the same with respect to by using the chatbot, sentiment analysis. All these are examples of natural language processing. Okay. You are checking with respect to advertising matching. right? You are checking something in the Google, but you are getting same kind of advertisement related in YouTube. Okay, you are checking in the Google data science jobs. Now immediately in the YouTube, what you will get related to one advertisement with respect to upgrad data science. Data science is booming and average data science salary is this much or something you'll get, and immediately enroll for this course at upgrad something, right? Because they are paying the highest now for data science. So obviously their advertisement only you'll get mostly, right? Now advertising matching. This completely works again with respect to whether you speak naturally or whether you typing in the Google naturally also, both are same. If you ask with respect to, okay, Google, which is the best institute for data science? If you ask orally like this also, if you type that same thing in the Google search also, answer is same. In the backend, it is also typing the same and it is also searching the same. There is no difference. Both of them are same, right? Now, next one is with respect to natural language processing is done by using the library called as NLTK. Now, NLTK means Natural Language Toolkit. That is the full form of that particular library name. NLTK, Natural Language Toolkit. Now, what is in this Natural Language Toolkit? We are going to work on the corpus and corpora. Corpus and corpora. Two technical words are there. One is called as corpus. Second one is called as corpora. A collection of data, a collection of written text is called as corpus. A collection of corpus is called as corpora. Okay. What is the meaning of this? See, very simple. For example, if you take a huge collection of written text means in terms of in a textbook, let me explain in a simple way. In a textbook, you are having multiple chapters. Chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, like this, you are having multiple chapters. Each chapter is called as corpus. Chapter called as corpus, where it is having a huge collection of text. In that particular one, it is having with respect to number of paragraphs are there. Within the paragraph, multiple sentences are there. Within the sentence, multiple words are there. Within the words, multiple letters are there. So it is having a huge data corpus, and this combination of multiple corpus is called as corpora. So one textbook is called as corpora. If it is considered as a corpora, textbook is corpora. If corpora is textbook, then corpus is chapters. If chapter is considered as corpora, then within that, whatever the paragraphs are there, they are called as corpus. Whatever the paragraphs are there, they are called as corpus. If paragraph you are considering as a corpora, whatever the paragraph is there that you are considering as a corpora, then sentences are the corpus. Subset. Okay. So like this, for example, one textbook is considered as corpus, then multiple textbooks are considered as a corpora. Related to that particular topic, multiple textbooks are considered as corpora. Okay. Multiple branches in multiple branches of BTech. Each branch is called as corpus. Overall, it is called as corpora. BTech is called as corpora. Overall, BTech is called as corpora, where corpora consists of multiple branches, corpus. And within the each corpus, again, you are having multiple. Like that. Is that clear now? So anything, whatever you are considering, the entire data is considered as corpus, means like related to same type of data combination is called as corpora. Right? Now we are going to work on this NLTK by considering the corpus data and corpora. Now let us start the processing the text data. How to process the text data. Now, first let me open this Jupyter notebook. Okay. So first, you are going to start with import NLTK. That is the first one. So you're going to import the library called as NLTK. Now, after importing the library called as NLTK, now the second one is you are going to update the latest package of NLTK. Okay, in your Anaconda, you are going to update the latest packages. Already you have installed the Anaconda miss, automatically NLTK will be installed. So you don't need to do separately installation of NLTK. For example, NLTK is not found if it is throwing any error miss, pip install NLTK. If it is throwing error miss, pip install NLTK. If it is not throwing error miss, no problem. Generally, you will not get this one because NLTK is the part of the Anaconda. By default, you will get that one. Now, here, what is the first step you are going to do means, first you are going to import the NLTK. Now, after importing the NLTK, you are going to click on the NLTK.download. You are going to click on NLTK.download. NLTK.download means it is going to download the latest packages. Now, once you click on this, what happens means you are going to get a page like this. Okay, a new window. You are going to it is going to generate a new window. In that window, it is going to show that this is not installed, this is not installed, these are partially not installed, something it is going to show like this for you. And just you have to click on the download. There is an option called as download, click on that. Now, since you are going to download the latest updates, so internet should be there. You should have the internet, and using the internet, it is going to download the latest packages. And once the download is done, it is going to install. It will take 5 to 10 minutes of time for downloading and getting installed. It will take 5 to 10 minutes. So once you click on that, it is going to show you the latest, this one. You are going to get a new window. It is going to show you a new window. Now, once it is done, okay, next one is we are going to work on the sentimental analysis. For doing the sentiment analysis or test classification related projects, what are the things we have to apply miss? The first one is called as tokenization. It is going to involve the multiple steps. In that multiple steps, the first step is called as tokenization. So here I have taken a simple example. That is I have taken a paragraph where it consists of 3 sentences. Sentence 1, he is a good boy. Sentence 2, she is a good girl. Sentence 3, boy and girl are good. Okay, this is the one. Now here, just give me a minute. Okay, just to give me a minute. Instead of working on Jupyter Notebook, I have not closed the earlier session properly, I think. I'll open in the Spider. Just give me a minute, guys. Yeah. Just a minute. Okay. So first step. Done. Okay, done, guys. Okay. So first you are going to start with import NLTK. Okay. So it is going to be imported. So once it is done, now we are going to take the here paragraph with 3 sentences. Okay. You can see here, he is a good boy, she is a good girl, and boy, girl are good. Just I'm executing this one. Now you can see here paragraph. A paragraph is having with respect to a string. It is a single line, one line string. Just it is a one line string. So I no need to separately click on the paragraph also. Directly you can see in the spider itself the variable name. So it is no need to click on the paragraph also. Now here we are going to work on the tokenization. The concept name is called as tokenization. Now what is meant by tokenization? Tokenization is nothing but in terms of you're going to break into the parts. Tokenization means breaking into parts, breaking into tokens. Okay. So now here in the NLTK, there is a sentence underscore tokenize, sent underscore tokenize and paragraph. What happens? This paragraph will be breaked into the sentences. Whatever the data is there, it will be breaked into the sentences. Can you see here? It has created a new variable called as sentences. And I have got a first sentence called as he is a good boy. Second sentence has she is a good girl. Third sentence has boy, girl are good. So 3 different sentences. It is going to break into the sentences. Whatever the given paragraph is there, the paragraph was break into the sentences. Now, next one is called as word tokenization. Now, what is meant by word tokenization means it is going to break into the words. Tokenization means breaking into the parts. Sentence tokenization means it is going to break into the sentences. Word tokenization means it is going to break into the words. Now you can see here, it is having with respect to first word called as he, second word is a good boy dot. She is a good girl dot. Each one separately, each word. Sir, how it is going to apply the logic means just it is going to take the space. There is a space. With respect to based on the space, it is separating, right? Now, so here as word NLTK dot, can I use separately by using the dot function? Yes, you can even split by using the string dot split also. If you apply the string dot split also, you'll get the same answer. Okay. So now here word tokenization means it is just dividing the data into words. Sentence tokenization means it is going to divide the data into sentences, breaking into the sentences or words as per your requirement. Next, once tokenization is done, what are the steps involved? Steps involved in test classification project, test involved in the test classification or sentimental analysis project. Sentimental analysis project. What are the steps involved in the sentimental analysis or test classification projects? What are the steps? First step is load the data. First step is load the data. After loading the data, then you have to do the tokenization. Next one is tokenization. Then third step is text cleaning. You have to do the text cleaning. Fourth step is text vectorization. The fourth step is text vectorization. Fifth step is modeling and evaluation. So first you are going to load the data. After that, you are going to do the tokenization. After that, you are going to do the text cleaning, followed by text vectorization, followed by modeling and evaluation. Now here in the text cleaning, what we are going to do the text cleaning. Earlier in the structured data, we have done the data cleaning, like missing values or outliers, or if we are having a wrong data, replacing the wrong data or something. Now here, text cleaning, it is not with respect to structured data cleaning. It is a completely text. Here there is no numerical values. So no need to count outliers or nothing. Here there is no outlier data only. So now what is the text cleaning, miss? Text cleaning involves with respect to first one called as remove the punctuation. These punctuation marks are not important for us. If you are asking with question mark, with the exclamatory mark, sir, tomorrow there is a class. You are asking as a question. Sir, tomorrow there is a class. You are asking as a normal. If you ask as a question also the same meaning. If you ask as a normal also same meaning. Meaning is not going to change. Okay. So here for sentimental analysis or test classification projects, these punctuation marks are not going to play any kind of role. So just we are going to remove for that. Okay. For example, this awesome trainer. You have written awesome, exclamatory marks like this, trainer. What is meant by awesome trainer? It is he is a good trainer. He or she, whatever it is, trainer is good. So for that, if you remove these exclamatory marks also, the meaning is same only, na? If you give that exclamatory marks also, the answer is same. If you remove also, answer is same. So for doing this sentiment analysis or test classification project, these punctuation marks are not having any importance. So we are just going to remove the punctuations. Okay. Followed by, we are going to remove the stop words. What is meant by stop words? Stop words are useless words which are used to form the sentences, grammar. For creating the grammar they have created. Now, for example, present, what is the present temperature outside? Why I have to say what is the? Who told you what is the? What present temperature outside? You can't ask like this, sir. What is the? You have to use, sir. Why we are using what is the? Because what is the English grammar. For making a proper grammar, that one, we are going to use those words. Okay, he has went to home yesterday. Okay, he has went to home yesterday. For example, when he has went to hometown, he has went to hometown, to his hometown yesterday. Okay, this is the English statement. Okay, he has went to his hometown yesterday. Instead of that, if you say that went to hometown yesterday, means automatically you are saying about others only, na? Right? So you need to use the word called as to, his, he, has, all these things. Went to hometown. This is most important. Yesterday, this is important. But to this, to his hometown, he has, these words are used for creating a proper English sentence. These words are called as stop words. These are not having any importance. Importance is not there. This importance will be during the sentence creation. But for test classification or sentiment analysis, these words are not important. So what are the list of words which are not important? Miss, we'll see all the list of words. If in the data those words are there, miss, simply you can delete. Simply you can delete. And followed by, once remove the punctuation and remove the stop words are done, you have to do the stemming or lemmatization. Stemming or lemmatization. Stemming or lemmatization. STEMMING. Stemming or lemmatization. Lemmatization. Either stemming or lemmatization. Any one. Or, because or is there. Now, in which case we have to use the stemming and in which case we have to use the lemmatization, that we'll see. Okay. Let us do one by one. First, let us understand what is this stop words. Stop words are, they are not having any kind of importance. So just we are going to remove the stop words. Now, what are the list of stop words we are having means from nltk.corpus, you are going to import the stop words. And if you open these stop words, dot words of English, if you see the English words, so these are the English words where we are having with respect to he has not, and is not, and are not, should, will, to, not, many, something. You are having, these are the words I, we, which, they, themselves, something, right? These are the stop words. So these stop words are not having any importance. Okay, if you say that I like Narendra Modi, if you remove the word of I, tell me like Narendra Modi. That is enough now. I like Narendra Modi means whether you are positive about Narendra Modi or negative about Narendra Modi. Positive about the Narendra Modi. If you remove the I and read the sentence once again, like Narendra Modi, again positive only now. With I, without I also same meaning is getting conveyed. So these I words are not important. So those are considered as the stop words. Which words are not having any importance in playing the sentiment analysis or test classification, those will be removed. Is that clear? Next, coming to the stemming or lemmatization. Now, what is meant by stemming and what is meant by lemmatization? This is one of the most important, and 90% of the interview questions, 90% of the chances there will be an interview question on this. Now, what is meant by stemming and lemmatization? What is the difference between stemming versus lemmatization? Lemmatization. Okay, lemmatization. What is the difference between stemming and lemmatization? In the both the cases, it is going to bring the given word to the base word. The original word will be cutted to, it is going to be cut, will be cut to base word. It will be cut to the base word. It will be cut to the base word. The original word will be cut to the base word. In this also same. The original word, whatever the original word is there, the original word will be cut to the base word. To the base word. It is going to cut to the base word. In the both the cases, the concept is same. Then what is the difference? Now, whatever the base word is there, the base word will, may, sorry, instead of will, may. The base word may have the, may or may not have the meaning. May or may not have the meaning. The whatever the word it is going to cut may or may not have the meaning. But the base word after the lemmatization will have the meaning. The base word will have the meaning. The base word will have the meaning in the lemmatization. Now the question is, sir, first why we have to cut to the base word? First question is why we have to cut to the base word. Now, before cutting to the base word, first understand what is base word. Base word means, for example, beautiful is there. Beautiful word, from where they have created that one? From where they created beautiful word? From the base word is beauty. Beauty word was created with respect to beautiful, beautifully, something words they have created, adjectives or adverbs, all these things are created. Basically, the word is beautiful, beauty. Base word is beauty. Beauty word was converted like that. Now, historically, from where you got historically? History. The base word is history. History was converted to historical. Historical was converted to historically. Something, right? So these are the adverbs or adjectives or whatever we are having. For every adverb and adjectives, we are having the base word, some base word. That is called as base word. Now, why we have to cut to the base word? Question mark is why we have to cut. So whether it is a beautiful, beautifully or beauty, finally the meaning is same only. Why you have created these many words means to make a proper English grammar. These all are created for the English grammar. But coming to the meaning of that, everything are having the same meaning. Past tense will be represented in one way, present tense will be represented in one way, future sentence will be represented in one way, but meaning is same. Whatever the meaning you are going to convey, the meaning is going to be the same, but whatever the verbs or adverbs or adjectives you are going to use, accordingly we have to use. Okay. Now, here the base word, whatever the base word we are having, we are going to cut to the base word. Why we have to cut to the base word means the reason is there is not having any kind of importance with respect to that word. Everything will have the same meaning. Now the base word will process the information very fastly. The base words will process the information very fastly when compared to the original word. Okay. Now that is the first advantage. With respect to processing speed will be increased. Second advantage is everything is having the same meaning, right? Now we have understand what is meant by base word and what is the reason why we have to cut to the base word. Now, when we have to apply the stemming, when we have to apply the lemmatization, because in the both the cases, it is going to cut to the base word. Let us see. Here, I'm having with respect to from nltk.stem, I'm going to import the Potter stemmer. And this Potter stemmer, I'm going to store in a PS. PS.stem, I'm going to take the stem and I'm writing here beautiful. I'm using the word called as beautiful. First, I'm going to import this one. And after this one, I'm going to use the Potter stemmer. And this I'm going to use beautiful. What is the base word it is having? Beauty. Right? Now the same word as it is, I'm going to use the lemmatization. So from nltk.stem, I'm going to import the WordNet lemmatizer and I'm going to use this one and lemmatize I'm going to apply. Now if you observe, it has taken the time. It is taking the time and it is going to give the output as beautiful. Because the beauty word, if you observe here, the beauty word, it is not in the correct format. Beauty word is B-A-U-T-Y. T-Y should be there, but T-I it is showing. Now here, I'm going to write one more example, historical, history. It is going to give the base word called as history. Okay, now the same word
Recording
in
in
which case?
progress.
In which case, which one? Two questions. Why? Why we'll use the most of the cases stemming? And the second question is, in which one we have to use? Okay, which type of application we have to use which one? Now I'm having with respect to stemming and lemmatization like this. Now, when I'm going to apply the stemming means when it is going to process data internally without any a project, without any human interaction. Whenever there is a project which doesn't have any human interaction, then in that case you apply the stemming. In a project where human interaction is there, in that case you apply the lemmatization. Now, what is the meaning of this? Here, for example of this one is sentimental analysis or test classification projects. For sentimental analysis and test classification projects, it is okay. Now, whereas this one example is your Google Assistant, Siri, Alexa, something. All these are with respect to chatbot. In those cases, for example, you are using some kind of stemming here. In Google Assistant, you are using the stemming. It will give some words output. It will give some output words. But that words the human is not able to understand. What is the use? The words, whatever the words it is going to give, the words should be understood by the human. For example, Google Assistant, you are asking what is the temperature outside means, it says that temp something words. It has created some shortcut words and it is saying the answer. What is the use? I will not understand.
Recording in
is
progress.
a good boy. Now I'm having like this. Now first he is in the stop word or not? Yes, it is in the stop word. Since it is in the stop word, this concept is not going to work. Next, is also is in the stop word. Yeah, it is also in the stop word. Good is not in the stop word. So for this stop word, it is going to apply the stem. That is stem of the good, and followed by boy. For boy, it is going to do the stop word. Now this one you are going to get as a list. Now this list you are going to join. Join means you are going to get as a good boy. This is the output. Finally, you are going to get output like this. Now, whatever the good boy you have got as a sentence, that sentence you are going to store in the corpus, append into the corpus. Now, for understanding this one in an easy way, okay, for you, I'm going to show in an easy way, okay, where I'm going to take this one, okay. Instead of writing these many, I'll not write anything, just I'll write only this one. That too sentence of 0 I'm taking. What is there in the sentences of 0? Just open the sentences, click on the sentences. So within the sentences, you are having the 0. What is in the 0 position? He is a good boy. Now, so first it is going to take a range function. Let us take the range instead of range function also. Okay, if you take the range function also, not a problem. Now here it is going to take with respect to 1 by 1, and I'm going to append into the RP. Now let me execute this code from here to here. Let me execute. Now here, after this is before. Now just observe what is the difference you have observed. Tell me what is the difference you have observed before to the first. This is the original one. This is after removing the punctuations. First, it has selected the first sentence. For that, punctuation mark was removed. Second sentence, punctuation removed. Third sentence, punctuation removed. That is end. End and full stop. Full stop, full stop. Is that clear up to here? Now, after removing the punctuations, now what I'm going to do, just observe this very clearly. Now, what is your latest one is, this is your latest one. Okay. For this latest one, I'm adding this one. Observe very clearly. I'm adding this one, and again I'm executing this one. Okay, let me execute this one once again. Now, what is the difference you have observed this one and this one? So everything was converted to lowercase. The meaning of this line is clear. Now I'm adding the third line. Now, previously, what is the answer you have got? This is the answer. Okay, this is the answer. Keep this answer with you. Keep the answer with you like this, and add the one more line. Okay, add the one more line and execute. Once again, execute. Now you see the latest one. Now, what is the difference you have observed from between this one and this one? Everything was splitted. Sentence to sentence, it has been splitted. Is the meaning of split is clear? Now, after splitting, now what is the latest one? This is the latest one. Keep the latest one side. Okay, keep the latest one with you. And now you add the next line. What is in the next line? That one. This is the next one. You just add this one. Now, by adding this one, so by adding this one, now you observe the what is the latest. This is the previous one, and this is the latest one. Now, just what is the difference you have observed? It has removed the stop words. Whatever the stop words are there, it has removed. And after removing the balance, whatever the words are there, for that it has applied the stemming also. But sir, it has removed the stop words. Okay, how it has applied the stemming? because the good word, stem word, it is a good only now. Just let me check whether it is correct or wrong. Let me check. Here I'm going to give the good. Separately, I'm going to give the good and let me check what is the answer I'll get. Good only. If I give boy, what is the stem word of boy? Let me check for boy. What is the answer? Stem word is boy only. I told you, right? Sometimes it will give the meaningful word. Sometimes it may not give the meaningful word. So now after applying the stemming, you have got like this. Okay, this is now original data with you. Now keep the original data like this. Now you add the last sentence. What is the last sentence? Now you have to join the words. So here it is a list of words are there. List of words should be joined. Means the sentence. Now the sentence I'm going to join like this. Okay. Now the sentence, whatever the sentence is there, this line I'm going to take and I'm going to join this one. Now you can see just the two words are joined. Got the point? Individually for every line, what is the meaning? You have got the clearly. Good boy. Now added good boy. Girl good, good girl. And boy girl good, boy girl good. Now, sir, okay, sir, you have done all these things. Finally, what is the thing? This is the final answer. This is the original one. The sentences are original. Okay. So now if I compare with my original one, that is sentences. In the sentence, what is there actually? He is a good boy, full stop. Now he is a good boy, full stop was converted to just a good boy. She is a good girl, full stop was converted to good girl. Boy and girl are good are converted to boy, girl, good. Now this is the original raw data. This is the original data or raw data. And this is called as clean data. It is cleaned. In this data, there is no punctuation. In this data, there is no stop words. In this data, the words has been converted to their base word also. Entire cleaning was done. Original data was transformed into the clean data. Now it is clear. Got the point, guys? So in this way, we are going to clean the data. Now, once the cleaning is completed, the next step is vectorization. We are going to do the vectorization. Now, vectorization. Now, text vectorization. Next point goes with the text vectorization. Now, what is meant by text vectorization? Text vectorization. Now, what is meant by text vectorization? Text vectorization means nothing but converting the text data, into vector, numerical vector, or converting the text data to a structured data, in terms of vector. Okay. Text vectorization means converting the text data into a structured data in terms of vector, creating as a vector. Okay. Now, so what is vectorization and how it is going to convert? Let us see. In vectorization, multiple vectorizations are there, out of which the first one is called as bag of words. Bag of words, BOW, bag of words, or it is also called as count vectorizer. Count vectorizer. Okay, count vectorizer or count vectorization. Process name is called as vectorization. Function name is called as vectorizer. Okay, count vectorization. Now, the original data is he is a good boy, full stop. After that, what is the clean data? Good. First sentence is good boy. Okay. Now let us take like this. let me write like this. Original data is he is a good boy. Full stop. She is a good girl. Full stop. Boy and girl are good. Full stop. Now this data was converted. This data was converted to good boy, good girl, boy, girl, good. Okay. First sentence was converted like that. Second sentence was converted like that. Third sentence. Now, now identify what are the unique words. What are the unique words are there? Good, boy, girl. Keep them in the order, alphabetical order. First one is boy, followed by girl, followed by good. This is the alphabetical order. Every word create into a column. In the first sentence, how many goods are there? 1. Keep it as 1. How many boys are there? 1. How many girls are there? 0. Second sentence, how many goods are there? 1. How many girls are there? 1. How many boys are there? 0. Third sentence, 1, 1, 1. Converted. The entire data was converted to structured data like this. Now it is in the structure format only. First sentence was like this. Second sentence was like this. Third sentence was like this. Sir, in the first sentence, if the output is good boy, also answer is same. If the output is boy good, also answer is same only, right? For example, the output of the sentence is boy good, also boy 1, good 1. There will be no difference. Here we are counting the data, whether it is in the what order, we are not going to focus. Here order is not important for us, right? This is with respect to good boy, good girl. Now just it is converted to a structured data. This is the original data. This is the transformed data, completely transformed. After cleaning, now everything was transformed. $10,000 columns. 20,000 words, unique words are there, means 20,000 columns. 1 lakh words are there, means 1 lakh columns. Sir, 1 lakh columns means it is going to be a big difficult and processing will be difficult, means then there is an option for that. In order to reduce the number of input variables to limit to maximum 10,000 or 5,000, if you want to give, miss, you can give the limitation, and then it will identify which is the most commonly repeated, more number of times repeated word it will save, and it will delete the unimportant words. Is that clear, guys? So this is called as count vectorizer. Okay. For example, sentence 1. This is the original data. For the original data, the answer is positive. This is positive. This is positive. Something you are having like this. Now, output column also, the output column also we are having with the positive, positive, positive. Something. Now, your input data is ready, output data is ready. You can't apply the machine learning algorithm. Numbers only, na? Everything are in the numerical format only, right? Now, sir, for example, you are having a boy is a bad, he is a bad boy. Something you are having something like this. He is a bad boy, which is negative. For the original data, you will have the input and output also, right? The original data will consist of input and output also. Now, for example, he is a bad boy is there. Now, what I'm going to get here? Bad boy. Now, bad word will be also added. In the starting, one more column called as bad, 0, 0, 0. Here, in this case, 1, and boy is 1. This is going to be 0. This is going to be 0, and it is going to be negative. Now, when you are applying the modeling, it will identify for positive words. Oh, good is there, means positive word, bad is there, means negative word. Okay, it will identify the difference. Wherever the good is there, the good is having positive. Wherever the bad is there, that is having the negative. Means it will identify, okay, these words are having good boy, these words are negative. Now for the future data, if you ask to predict what is the answer, means it will check in the given data, each word is there. Na? For each word, what is the probability of being this word as positive and what is the probability of negative? If more probability towards the positive is there, means it will convert this one. First word is a positive word. Second word is a positive word. Third one is a negative word. Positive word, negative word, negative word, positive word, negative word. Something you are having like this. It is going to count how many positives are there, how many negatives are there. And more number of positive words are there, means it will give the output as positive statement. If more number of negative words are there, means it will give the output as negative. It is going to work on the concept called as probability, and the probability concept is with respect to Naive-Bayes theorem that we are going to say in the tomorrow's class. How the modeling will be done and why here the stop words are not important, why the special characters are not important, everything you'll understand in the tomorrow's class automatically. And one project we are going to work, that project is your Gmail. In your Gmail, you are going to get one mail, a new mail. Whether this new mail has to be transferred into the inbox or whether it has to be transferred into the spam. Someone has sent a mail for you. It is asking whether should I send into the spam, or it is asking you. After asking you, it is doing everything. No, automatically in the backend it is completing. And it is only dividing the data into either spam mail or a normal mail. How it is working? Google is going to open the mail. Miss, answer is yes. Google will read each and every mail. If you are having the bank accounts, if you are having personal, if you are having your some so much private things are there also, everything Google will read. It will read only, but it will not save. Just it is going to read the data. It will not save nothing. None of the mail is saved. Your personal bank account number, and you have saved with respect to your ATM PIN numbers. All these things, if you save in your mail also, no, not a problem. If you share it to others also, not a problem. That is your things, your own interest. But Google is not going to save anything. But Google will read. Sir, why, sir? Why it is reading? Because it has to classify the data now. Whether it is an inbox mail or whether it is a spam mail. Without reading, how it will know? What is the inside the content? It will read the content, and based on the content, it will classify. Without reading the content, how it will classify? Got the point? Without reading, it can't classify. Whether it has to be sent into the promotions, or whether it has to send into the updates, or whether it has to be sent into the social, or whether it has to send into the primary, or whether it has to be sent into the spam. It is a multi-classification project where you are having the output variable with multi-classes. What are the multi-classes? Means one is primary, one is social, one is update, one is promotion, one is spam. So first it is going to check your mail. It is model.predict in the backend, model.predict your mail data, and that data will be processed. First cleaning will be done, followed by vectorization will be done. And after that vectorization, that vectorized data will be given as to the model as the input, and model will predict the answer. And according to that, it is going to save. That is the backend code that we are going to see in the tomorrow's class, how it is going to process. Is that clear, guys? Yes. Yes. Nothing. Because here you are not having with respect to called as collinearity problem now. Nothing. There is no collinearity problem here. Right? Yes, if the sentence is not having any break between that space is not available, means it is considered as a single word only. it is going to take, yes, it will consider as that completely as a single word. For example, in your entire sentence, the entire sentence, let us assume this one only. Just you can give a try for this data only. Whatever this data you are having, remove the sentences, spaces here. And do. It will consider that one as a single word. And it will work. Right? Done? Sorry. Sorry, once again. That you are going to say in the tomorrow's class. Right? Now, sir, here, can you take one example on the image data? Yes, that we are going to work in the future. Prasanna Deshpande. That we are going to work in the future class. Right? Image classification also will be done. There also we are going to convert the text, the image into structured data, then only we'll apply that one. There also we are going to do the same. Next, Kamal. Kamal, whatever you're asking again to the structure